Back to the Sanz Show. I'm Tori Sanz, and of course, we're joined with our lovely panel with Phyllis, the lovely Miss Diamond from 7 Mile Radio. We got Geronimo. We've also got Kelly D and Crystal, of course, from C. Hall, and we're broadcasting to you from Kelly D's Grand Designs here at 19600 Grand River. It's Grand Designs, of course. I got an email now, and I want to talk to you guys about this. This email is quite interesting. It says, "Dear Tori, my name is Juanita." And it says, I was riding the bus the other day, and I thought I seen your email, and I wanted to know, what is the age limit to breastfeeding? And it says, I saw a lady breastfeeding her child who appeared to be at least 2 or 3 years old. Is it me, or is it too old? A bit too old for breastfeeding. What do you guys think?
Can we get a male perspective real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. I think as long as the child is comfortable and the mother is comfortable with the breastfeeding, knock yourself out. But
Are you saying you want to be breastfed?
no, let's keep the jubblies to yourself. But at the same time, that is kind of odd. I mean, I think up to like words of like maybe you can pump and give the child breast milk, but like straight up sucking on the titty, especially in public. Because I don't know about like other 3 and 4 year olds, but I was getting aroused at that age.
Well, a child becomes sexually frustrated at about 5 years old.
Yeah.
That's what a
I
child
was.
first, you know,
I didn't know what sex
sex.
was, but I wanted
Right,
it.
and discovers themselves and starts to touch themselves at about 5 years old. So if you 8 years old.
But last thing I want to say though, I think breastfeeding is the most beautiful thing in the world. I have a friend who just recently, 5-6 months ago, gave birth to a baby, and she'll just whip the titty out. But it's like the whole giving life, and it's like you're sustaining another life from your body. I think it's a beautiful thing.
I think it's really refreshing to hear a man's perspective and appreciate it. Because some people don't, they think it's just gross. You know.
I don't, this whole topic about breastfeeding. I mean, okay, it's fine because I know that, with mothers breastfeeding, with newborns especially, they get a lot of nutrients and a lot of, vitamins from the mother's breast. But when you get 1 and 2, when you start cutting teeth, that is a whole nother subject.
Uncomfortable.
Now, here's the biggest thing to me, is that when you get 1 or 2, the baby sometimes get on cereal, they give a lot of nutrients and proteins and all that good stuff. And then they get on table food, and gives a lot of other things. But when you get up in age,
8 years old.
you don't need to be breastfed. I mean, I think it's...
Wait a minute. Doesn't the baby have teeth?
Okay, well, what about grown men while women are lactating? Let's say it's a couple that are together.
That wasn't precious. And that was nasty.
Okay, no, but I know hetero men.
That was her.
I know hetero men that love to suck on their women's like titties and get that.
I can see it about being like oral sex
That's
to get that nut. Sorry, baby.
No, maybe not. It could be. I will say there's some things like that are a culture thing because I even hate to even say it. My family is from overseas. On my mother's side, like my aunt, they're from Israel. When they came here, visited me, and I saw my aunt, my mother's baby sister. She has I would like to say it was a baby, but it wasn't. She was talking to me. I mean, it's hard to even associate yourself with certain things. But again, I'm going to just put it on the culture thing. Certain people feel that, it's a thing like that. They don't eat the meat, they don't do certain things, that certain things they feel like it's some type of personal bond. Again, I could pump, if it ever comes down to it. But she's about, oh wow, because it's crazy because now I talk to her on Facebook. I'm telling you, the little girl was big. And she was walking. She was in diapers.
What is your name?
No, she could walk up to her mama, and she did this. We were sitting. She didn't pull it. She tried to, but she walked up to her mama like
run that.
Like what time it is. And I was like, what's she doing? She kind of,
That was kind of low though, Kelly. D.
No, it wasn't low.
I have a
It
friend.
was, anyway, that's where the bottom of the shirt was. But all I'm saying is,
That was not down there.
Okay,
certain things
sorry.
could be a culture thing because they
That's
really.
very true.
I mean, and then that's what they do, and it didn't seem weird to her
Weird,
at all.
yeah.
It didn't seem out of the ordinary. People were around. I would have been mortified if it were me, and I would have been a little embarrassed
I would
too.
think that would be uncomfortable.
It
though.
was it was comfortable for like a lot of
Okay,
people in the
well,
house because we talked about it later.
Well, how do you feel about like just breastfeeding in public
That's
in
what I was
general,
gonna
though? I mean, it's like, well, like my friend who I was just talking about. Well, I mean, she knows me and she trusts me. We've known each other for 5-6 years now, so she's very comfortable around me. So she has no problem whipping a titty out.
I think it's okay if you have one of those
To cover you,
cover you, but I've seen women like
just straight out.
like I work at a
Especially
gym,
if you're
and
sitting in
childcare-
the emergency
I
room
work
or
at
at
a childcare
children's.
facility, and parents walk in all the time and just whip. I look over and I see a nipple,
Sitting-
and I'm like,
A baby just hanging off the titty.
do you want to cover that up? Like,
Yeah.
come on, Mason. And Mason's 3 years old, mind you. Mason is 3. He can talk. He
Okay.
can walk. And he reaches for it. That's why I introduced him. Because he reaches for it
For
and
her.
literally pull her shirt
Because he knows
down.
it's food.
Cause yeah,
And she says she only does it when he goes to sleep. Blood.
But
He
that's in
wants
the
it
middle of
more.
the
He
day.
wants it more.
Yeah.
right.
There's a
That's
difference between an infant
Oh, he's
and a
3.
toddler. You know, there's
With
a
teeth.
big difference between an infant and a toddler.
When
with
I come in and you want
chopper.
my egg McMuffin in the morning and I haven't even got a bite. then
You don't need no
You
titty
too,
from
yeah,
me.
you too
Yeah.
big.
But how do you feel about like still giving you breast milk though through pumping?
In public.
No,
Well, see, that's-
through
that's a
pumping
little-
up to like 5, 6, 7, 8 years
I don't-
old.
I
But
guess
do
I don't
women
even know if
have
they want
milk that
that.
long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long,
Yeah,
as,
it
long
was
as there is a
as long
need
as
for it, it's going to
Really?
keep producing.
That's because they keep letting the baby suck on it.
Or
Sometimes
pump it out.
Right. Sometimes it dries up beforehand. Mothers know
But that's a
when to
hormonal
take their baby
thing.
off the titty.
So what's
if they
the-
don't,
But that's a
Okay.
hormonal
Okay.
thing too.
So listen.
Every woman's
could be.
body.
Okay, so listen. So what is the age you guys think
I
it should
think
stop? 2?
2.
2. What
It's
you think,
2.
Miss Diamond?
1.
1. What you think, Mama?
2 to 3.
2 to 3. Okay, Kelly.
As long, wait,
I
no,
don't-
when you're
I
potty
don't know.
trained.
I don't know.
She doesn't know. You don't know?
I don't
We
know.
started.
Okay,
I would
Crystal.
think. I mean,
I
yeah,
say
cutting
when
teeth
the
before
teeth
you
come.
cut teeth.
So
I
Yeah.
say
Well,
when you're,
some
when
babies
you're potty
want-
trained.
Get it out.
Some babies cut teeth at 3 months. Then what?
Okay.
It's
Wow.
about-
That's
That's
early.
advanced.
Well, y'all know what? Start
I've
pumping.
seen babies.
So have I.
That baby can't even hold his head up back there. He got teeth.
Right, that
Right.
is
They have like the full
Girl,
mouth
that's
of
a
teeth
real-
by 8 years old.
Yep. All right. Then Derek, how longer we got right here?
I like how you're
I have
asking.
a
All right.
friend right
I know.
now. Her
Okay.
twins were 7.
Okay. Well,
She was.
okay. Well, it seems like everybody's kind of like, everybody got the time frame where they think that kids should be able to stop breastfeeding or whatever. But listen, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the emails that we got. You guys at youtube.com/The Sanz Show and also at Facebook, what you think about breastfeeding, whether or not it should end at a certain age, you let us know. Give us your feedback. I also got another email coming up, and it's going to be really crazy. So you stick around. We'll be right back here at The Sanz Show, live from Grand Designs on 19600 Grand River, West Grand River. We'll be right back.